Out in the road, I'm out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, warrior. Rose yourself for the great encounter. Out in the road, I'm out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road, warrior.
Out in the road, come out in the road, warrior. Out in the road, mama, mama, your son in the grave already. Hi guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to another of my videos. Now, you see me with my stick, yeah? So everybody, you know where I'm going with this video. I'm talking about stick fighting today. So this video, basically, I'm going to be sharing with you another video I came across. So I'm always researching the cultural forms across the Caribbean, and I was doing some research on stick fighting. And so I came across this video on a channel called PAD Barbados. And when I came across the video and I was watching it, it's really a rich video with a lot of information. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link to the video in the comment, in the description, so you can go there. And so the video was looking at the connection between stick fighting within the Caribbean and the African continent, and then it also was looking at the styles, and then they got to comparisons, you know, and a part of the comparison was that the man said, listen, stick licking in Barbados is more powerful than stick fighting in Trinidad. Now when I heard that, I was like, and so he also listed or named or explained quite a few reasons why he actually said that. And so I decided I was going to be doing this video and I was going to be sharing it so I can start a discussion. Now, I'm not from Trinidad nor Barbados. I've never done stick fighting before, but of course I'm fascinated with stick fighting. I love the idea. Yeah, it's a nice little warrior thing and I like it. But I've never seen, I've never been to a guile, I've never seen a competition, any at all, apart from watching videos, of course. And so I'm posting this video so that the natives of Trinidad and Barbados, and of course those of us with all the knowledge and the history about it, can comment on the video and let me know, which do you think is more powerful, stick fighting in Barbados or stick fighting in Trinidad? Let us have a discussion on this, and please come with all your history, with all your information, because I'm yearning for that kind of information and for us to have that kind of discourse. So I'm not going to do much in terms of introduction. I'm just going to get straight to the video, and so you can look at it.
My name is Elvis Gill. I'm the mentor of DMB Stick-Licking Martial Arts School. The DMB Stick-Licking Martial Arts School founded from two master stick-licker workmen that teach me stick-licking, Donald Tull and Lemuel Brown. I formed my club in 1985, and from there they're trying to revive the stick-licking, get it conscious in Barbadian public mind and eyes, and so far I'm still ongoing with that.
Not surprisingly, the origins of the stick fighting systems in the Caribbean, the exact origins are difficult to trace for several reasons. These arts were developed a long time ago, and the historians of those days would not have written about the Afrocentric practices, cultural practices. Most of the time they just refer to them that the Negroes were dancing and what's not, you know. And the other reason too is because, as we know, the enslaved Africans came from different ethnic groups. So the Caribbean was a melting pot, so to speak, of different African cultures. But we can look back at some of the main ethnic groups that came here and see what their fighting practices were. And some of them are of significance. In the early part of the slave trade, quite a few of the enslaved Africans came from Angola. And there's a particular ethnic group in Angola that has a stick-licking culture. They were cattle herders, and they had stick-licking as part of their culture, not only in fighting among themselves, but in helping to control the cattle. And one of the things that they would do is to pelt sticks at the cattle, especially the main bull who is leading the herd, to get it to change direction and what's not. And sometimes the bull would challenge the person in charge of the herd, and they would have to hit the bull with a stick. But they also developed the stick licking as a method of war among cattle, to fight off cattle raiders and what's not. So we know that they practice a form of stick licking. We know that the Igbo ethnic group, that they also did stick licking. An ethnic group from Dahomey, Benin is called now, that they use horse sticks to fight with. And we know that various groups, other groups, did stick fighting also. What is interesting about the African situation is that in most cases, the sticks were used as a method of practicing, but when they had to fight other ethnic groups, or if they had infighting among themselves, they would either use cutlasses or put blades on the sticks. So coming forward to the Caribbean now, the main style that propped up all over the Caribbean, in British territories, in Spanish territories, in French territories, and Dutch territories, was called Kalinda. And that name is used in almost every country that has stick licking. It was called Kalinda. There are a few exceptions that I can mention later on. Kalinda style holds the stick with both ends. But you could well imagine that if your main reason for using the stick is to practice, practice implement for the main weapon, which is going to be bladed, that holding it with two hands is not going to work, because you might cut yourself, right? So the Kalinda style of holding the stick with two hands fighting style seems to be uniquely Caribbean. I've not found any African fighting system where the stick is held with two hands, for the reason I just said, because you're going to put a blade at one end, so it makes no sense holding the bladed end. You might cut yourself, right? But what we have found, what I have found, is that there was a scarf or stick dance from Dahomey, Benin, that was called Kalinda. So it was a dance using the stick or a scarf. And what would have happened, we imagine, is that when the Africans came over here, they would have blended these different things, the Kalinda stick and scarf dance, then with the other stick fighting systems, and come up with, you know, something that is pretty much uniquely Caribbean.
I saw we had a documentary on television with Trinidad stick licking. With all due respect, brutal and rough. No form, no discipline. And the aim of it is who chop who first win. We stick licking here in Barbados shows the skill you got and what you can do to the person without even doing it. So it's more, our stick licking is more refined. Not that we can't play Trinidadian stick licking and beat them. Bajan stick licking is the most strongest stick licking in the Caribbean.
It seems that our style was very effective against the Kalinda styles in the Caribbean where we went. In Trinidad also, a lot of Bajans went to Trinidad to work for better wages, and the stick lickers went also. And we are told that our stick lickers were very effective against the Trinidadian stick fighters. So much so that the Trinidadian stick fighters thought that we had better obia than they had, when in truth and fact, we had lost the practice of infusing or stick licking on our sticks with spiritual influences. But they thought that we were better than them because they thought we had better obeah than them. There was a running joke that many Barbadian workers went down with their stick fighting, and it gave so much trouble that the Trinidadians then would bring Barbadian police over to control the Barbadian stick fighters. And I've heard of a story of a chap from Chalky Mount, who was a stick licker and went to Trinidad and caused so much trouble fighting the Trinidadians and everything, so that they had to deport him back to Barbados.
I'm adding them forward. I got maybe born Barbados, you know me. Stick licking, the movement of stick licking are very fluid, very fluid. Okay? And it is, I liken it to watching a BMW or a Mercedes glide along the street. And it looks so cool, but the difference is that as cool as it looks, if it want to hit you, it will hit you very hard. A lot of Barbadian young people, they go and learn martial arts they learn karate from Japan and judo from Japan, kung fu from China, Cali from the Philippines, jiu-jitsu from Brazil, and everything, and they don't pay much attention to stick licking. And I tell you, stick licking is a very efficient means of self-defense. But I only did up to between 2 and 3 positions. And I felt when I was really younger, I would have felt confident defending myself against a karate black belt with a stick. The only way he could beat me is if he was on drugs.
The whole concept of Barbadians being quiet and pacifists and things like that is, history does not support that. We know that from Guyana in the south up to as far north as St. Croix, that Barbadians were involved with labor rights. When I was going to the Virgin Islands a couple of years ago, for musical reasons, there were some Barbadians, a Barbadian man living over there, who told me that when he got to St. Croix, he was told a story of Puerto Ricans coming over to St. Croix, and they were very aggressive with their cutlass. And the Crucians, the local people from St. Croix, were very afraid of them. But at a point in time when St. Croix was developing its infrastructure, they brought in a lot of Barbadian artisans to work on the infrastructure. And of course, stick lickers was among that group. Stick lickers were among that group. And he told me that he was told that the stick lickers put the cutlass wielding Puerto Ricans in their place. Stick versus cutlass, and he stick won.
All right, guys, so there you have it. What are your thoughts? Tell me what you think. Yeah, you watched the video, you've heard all the information. What say you? The last time I posted a video similar to this was when I was talking about something about carnival that had to do with carnival and Grenada and its origins. And I posted that video, and it sparked a really good conversation. There were so many there were so many things that persons were sharing about the history, and I learned so many things, and that discussion is still ongoing, and that's really what I want. So let me know, what are your thoughts? As a matter of fact, if you've not watched that video about carnival and its origin, either from Grenada or Trinidad, I'm going to put the link, yeah, to link it to this video so you can watch it. So let me know, what are your thoughts? Tell me, what are your thoughts on what you just watched about stick fighting? Yeah, and you know, it talked about the comparison with the two islands, but it also shared other bits of information. So what are your thoughts on those things? Let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you like the information, and don't forget to share it with a friend. Hit that subscribe button as well and subscribe to my channel and turn your post notification bell on so that you'll never miss another video whenever I post. All right, guys, so thank you so much for watching. I look forward to all your comments and to the conversations. All right, so stay safe and stay blessed until when I upload another video. Yeah.
Out in the road, I'm out in the road warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road warrior. Out in the road warrior, rose yourself for the great encounter. Out in the road, I'm out in the road warrior. Out in the road, I'm out in the road warrior.